Hello, welcome back to Talk of the Town. I promised you we were covering lots of communities today surrounding the Madison area. We're talking now about Edgerton. We're talking with Sarah Williams. She's the Executive Director of Edgerton Community Outreach. We're going to learn a little bit about the client service programs and the thrift store, and I really appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
So I can't wait to learn more, and we're going to start with a little bit about what you do. Big picture, what is the mission of Edgerton Community Outreach?
The Edgerton Community Outreach provides programs and services for those in need. We start by trying to meet a person's basic need of food and clothing through our thrift store and through our food pantry, and then we have housing programs and other financial needs services that kind of help someone get back on their feet.
Now, what would you say is your sort of service area for what you're talking about here? Is it Edgerton proper, or is there other areas?
We serve the North Rock County area, so that encompasses not just only Edgerton, but also Milton and Evansville.
Okay, so some great communities there that need some services. And let's get a little bit more into the service side of things and what services you're really providing.
Okay, well, so the most, what we're most visible for is the food pantry. People usually show up at our doorstep because they need assistance with food. What we've been working on over the past many years is to really provide quality client services. So we're not going to try to band-aid a service. We're going to, if someone needs help with an emergency motel voucher, if they need help with rent or utilities, we're going to meet with them, make sure they're linked into absolutely every service they could possibly be linked into, so not just our services, but county services or things like that. And then we really want to help make sure that people can work their way out of needing our services.
Wow, that's a long list. You said it quickly, you know
Yes.
it well, but that's a long list of important services. I'm hearing everything from housing to food to potentially work experience and help. And I know the thrift store is a big component for Edgerton Outreach. How does the thrift store help accomplish some of those goals that you just shared?
We really would not be able to do what we do without the thrift store. Our thrift store is approximately 3,000 square feet in size, and it's almost 90% ran by volunteers. We have a thrift store manager who takes care of kind of the day-to-day operations, volunteer recruiting, all those good things, but all of the funds generated from that thrift store go right back into programs.
Wow, that's really incredible. Not only that, how much support it provides, but also the impact, the volunteers that it takes to run that place, I imagine, is quite intense.
Thousands and thousands of hours put in by 50 to 75 volunteers a year.
Wow, that's really a neat thing that people can be a part of and can impact the community, it sounds like, greatly. How can one support Edgerton Outreach? Sounds like volunteering is one way.
Volunteering is huge. Donations to the thrift store is huge because we're able to, we definitely give away items to anybody that needs them that are part of our programs, but we generate a lot of money off of the donated items, so that's huge. Donating money is always support for purchasing the food that we can't always get donated into the food pantry, but also obviously doing a food drive or anything like that is hugely beneficial for the food pantry.
Wow, lots of great ways to help, and it's a good time to talk about that because often people do greater gifting and giving during the holidays, and now you actually have some upcoming holiday programs yourself.
Yep, we're gearing up for Thanksgiving. We cook a homemade meal for 400 of our best friends, as we like to say. We serve at a meal site in Edgerton at St. John's Lutheran Church, but then we also deliver to anybody that's homebound or that prefers to have their meal at home. And then right after Thanksgiving, we get into the Christmas giving season, so we're signing up little kids and older kids for the different Christmas programs we have. We specifically serve the fifth graders all the way through high schoolers with gifts because we want to make sure that everybody's covered. But then we also have hand baskets that people can take home and cook for Christmas. And then we do a Christmas Eve community meal. So it's a very busy time of year.
No kidding. Wow. Well, a great time to get involved and help some of the folks in Edgerton that are needing it most in surrounding areas. Thank you very much for sharing.
Thank you.
The Edgerton Community Outreach Executive Director, Sarah Williams. And I imagine if you are interested in helping, get in touch with them, go to the website and volunteer, donate your time, money, and resources. Thank you so much for watching Talk of the Town. We've got more coming up for you after the break.